Итак, мы продолжаем дальше проходить «Властелин колец». Война на севере. И идем дальше, в общем. Сейчас будет босс, наверное. Что-то мне так кажется.
Юрец, ты только это... Война севера она называет.
Ну, война с севера.
Почему с севера?
Ну потому что.
Или война севера?
Или война с севера или на северах? А как его бить-то?
Как его убивать, действительно?
А, по коленкам.
Что-то я не понимаю, что мы делаем тут.
Бьем по коленкам его.
Какие-то они, я не знаю, прочные что-то.
Каменный, не поверишь. Я 30 урона выбиваю.
Что-то я вообще перестаю.
Слушай, действительно.
Только не по коленке, а по икре у меня проходит. У него масло льется вместо крови.
А почему они решили ему в коленки
Вот,
стрелять?
по голове ему сейчас надо. Или по
Не,
рукам.
не подсвечиваясь в прицел.
По рукам, ребят. Неплохо.
Да сколько ему наносишь?
По 50.
48 плюс 16 огнем. Огонь, кстати, не срезается, а вот физический урон срезается.
Неплохо зарядил.
Надо было выжать могущество, ептать.
Во-во-во-во-во. Понимаете, да, по 50 там примерно. Во! Теперь по голове. Не? Я его добил. Прошли.
Бочки, бочки, бочки.
Да.
Блин,
Кстати.
у меня этот героизм скоро закончится.
Какой еще героин?
Ну я выпил эликсир, потому что у меня стрел уже мало было.
Угу.
Поэтому пришлось выпить, чтобы наносить урон какой-то. И чё? Куда дальше-то?
Ну все, готовы?
Да, капитан.
Саш, ты готов?
Да, а что дальше-то?
Это еще не все.
Ты смотри, прикинь.
А теперь второй раунд.
Второй раунд? А чё у него на шее висит?
Яйца сушеные.
Вот по ним надо было стрелять, наверное.
Ужас
Ой.
какой.
Яйца съел.
Неправда, это мы его звали.
А они прилетели позавтракать.
my lord.
It would appear that you have done our work for us, Balaram.
Not I, Lord Gwahir. Your thanks belong to these three. Andriel, Farin, and Eridan. It is they who rid us of Bagrisar.
The same three that saved you at Fornost.
Indeed. A remarkable chance that we should meet again.
If chance it was, your fates seem strangely intertwined. But be that as it may, we are doubly grateful to you. First for saving the life of Balaram, and now for slaying the giant.
We are glad your fallen kin have been avenged. Bagrisar was a threat to all free folk. It is only fitting we should join together to destroy him.
Well spoken. But I wonder what purpose you had for coming to the Ettenmoors. This is no place for idle wandering.
My master, Elrond Half-Elven, suspected the enemy might be gathering here. It was he who sent us to investigate.
He also thought we might find a servant of the enemy here. A man by the name of Agandaur.
Balaram has told us of that one, but I fear you have come too late. We have searched the Ettenmoors thoroughly in our hunt for Bargazar, yet we have seen no sign of this servant of the Dark Lord. If he was here, we can be reasonably certain he is here no longer. My people will work to disperse the enemy forces that remain in the moors. We will be on guard against the return of Agandaur.
Then we should return to Elrond at Rivendell. He will be anxious for news, and we have already been long away.
I will arrange for a messenger.
My lord, I owe my life to these three. And I too believe Agandaur to be a grave threat to the free peoples of the North. Eagles no less so than any other. If you would grant me leave, I wish to accompany them and aid them in their quest.
You ask a great deal, Balaram. I may have need for all my followers soon. Yet I perceive a great destiny awaits these three, and it seems you are now part of it. Very well. I will grant you permission to join with them for as long as you see fit.
Unless Balaram plans to carry his friends like sheep in his talons, he will need help. If it pleases you, my lord, I will gladly accompany them as well.
I too have a stake in this quest. Let me be the third.
So be it. Three who cleave the air to match three who walk the earth. May fortune favor you all. Arminel, Barenthor, you shall be at Balaram's command. Obey his word until such time as you return to us. Now I must depart. Many forces are at work across Middle-earth, and many events take shape. I must consider what part the Eagles will play in them.
We are most grateful for your aid and trust, Lord Gwahir. Farewell.
Так.
Походу, прощай мой наркотический угар.
Ну да.
Я выпил 2 эликсира, один героизма, а второй стрел.
Ну самое главное-то мы убили этого дядьку-то. Это нормально.
You return at last. We grew concerned for you. I fear you have missed your chance to say farewell to the members of the Fellowship, for they have departed. Clearly you found danger in the Ettenmoors, yet you have returned safely, and in the company of 3 of the Great Eagles, no less. There is a story behind this, and I am eager to hear it.
We found trolls and orcs preparing for war, just as we feared, and they were led by a renegade stone giant.
He was attacking the Eagles.
But with the help of the eagle Balaram, we were able to slay him.
That was well done, but this is troubling. Why would a stone giant act in this manner? They have never been hostile to free folk before.
We took these tokens from some of our fallen foes.
That's Agandaur's Black Raven emblem, plain enough.
Then we can be certain he is behind the giant's descent into evil. but there are also other tokens here I recognize. These are the marks of the orcs of Mount Gundabad, far to the north.
What can you tell us of Mount Gundabad?
It is a great peak that stands far to the north, at the meeting point of the Misty Mountains and the Grey Mountains. Once, Gundabad was a delving of the dwarves, but it was abandoned long ago. It has since become a stronghold of the orcs. It would be hard-pressed to find a more dangerous location in all the north.
Could it be that Agandar is there, at Gundabad?
It may well be. From Mount Gundabad, the orcs have many tunnels and secret pathways connecting the hidden mines and orc holes of the Misty Mountains. The orcs can move along those routes in great numbers without being seen. If Agandar is raising an army to fight for his master in the north, it is certain he will have traveled to Gundabad. The evidence you have uncovered confirms this to be so, yet we have no way of knowing if he is there still.
Perhaps not. But we must know one way or another. We cannot sit idle waiting for him to begin the war on his terms.
To walk into such an orc-infested pit as Mount Gundabad would seem like folly. But you have proven your skill and daring many times over. And too, you have the eagles to aid you. It may be that you will find a way to take the enemy by surprise. It is certain that, were you to destroy Agandar, you would cut the heart from Sauron's plan to make war in the north.
But what of Frodo and his quest? Is there nothing more we can do to assist him?
That die is cast. We must abide the consequences, for good or ill. There is nothing more we here can do but to look to our own defense.
How will you prepare?
We will continue to plan for the defense of Imladris. The enemy will not find us unprepared. I will send warnings to such allies as we have. There is strength to be found in Imladris still, but in truth, you three may be our best hope.
Then we shall not fail. We travel to Mount Gundabad.
Your courage is commendable, but be certain you are well prepared. Mount Gundabad will not be forgiving of the unwary. Farewell, and may the stars shine upon your path.
Так.
Да, все-таки война на севере.
Ну, говорю же.
Левел-ап, кстати.
Ремонт!
Да, не говори мне.
Вон, тут орел у нас есть, оказывается.
Да,
Второй
это-
еще. А где третий не вижу.
Починка наконец-то. Самое главное.
Самое главное, это на самом деле этот.
Так, все, сейчас я буду с орлами разговаривать.
Магазин
It is a
самое
fine
главное.
day for flying, don't you think?
Are you kin to Belleron?
No, but he has always guided me. Balaram taught me tricks of the air and secrets of the wind. We often hunt together. He's shown me the fine art of snatching a wild sheep from the side of a mountain, and how to dive upon a wolf and pluck hairs from its tail. Wherever Balaram leads, I will follow.
Great eagles are not built to carry burdens, Berenthor. I would not have you continue to carry us against your will.
I am more than willing. I had long begged the Windlord for a chance to prove myself. I don't fear orc, goblin, or troll. Let's return to the air and put fear into the hearts of our enemies. It is a grand adventure.
Are you one of the eagles who came to Bilbo's aid in his quest?
I haven't met Bilbo, though I've heard much about him. My father was one of those who carried a dwarf, and later fought in the Battle of Five Armies. I was considered too young and inexperienced to take part in the battle. I have much to do if I'm to match my father's fame and valor.
What do you know of Mount Gundabad?
I've never been there, but I know it's a high peak that lies far to the north, on the edge of the frozen wastes, and that it has long been infested with orcs. We do not nest there. When the north wind blows across the wastes, it racks the mountain with blizzards, driven by fierce gales. But I will not be daunted by the north wind.
Так, пойдем поговорим с другим орлом. Или он здесь один? А, вот.
I am grateful to you, Lore Master. Even our high areas were threatened by the giant Bargrasar. You have my thanks.
What can you tell me of your leader, Gwahir?
Gwahir is the Lord of the Eagles. He can outfly the north wind, and his word is law. Long ages of the world have passed since ancient Thorondor, first and greatest of Eagle Lords, soared over Middle-earth. But Gwahir is the mightiest descendant of that line. He is wise and sees much that others miss.
An eagle rarely offers to carry another on his back. Why do you offer us this rare privilege?
It was enough for me that Belaram wished to join you. But there is also this. One of the eagles the stone giant slew was my own father. You avenged him, and for that act alone I would bear any of you to the farthest ends of Middle-earth. And though Bargrasar is gone, I still burn with the need for vengeance against the master that sent him against us, Agandar. Your enemy is my enemy. I will not rest until he is brought down.
Were you one of the eagles that took part in the Battle of Five Armies?
So I was. When the Allied armies found themselves set upon by goblins who had stealthily scaled the mountain slopes, I was among those who set upon the enemy and cast them from the cliffs to perish.
Are you ready for a long flight to Mount Gundabad?
We are strong and rested. Belaram awaits you whenever you wish to depart. He is our leader in this venture.
Так, ну давай в магазин заглянем. Что там интересно есть?
Очень даже много всего.
Скажите, какой у вас самый крутой лук в магазине?
295.
355, 440.
А, нет, слушай, 472. Плюс 3 силы, 6 восстановления могущества.
Сейчас, погоди, это лук такой?
Да, плюс 3 силы, плюс 6 восстановления могущества. Оружейные навыки оглушает врагов.
А урон какой?
472.
Это максимальный, да?
Ну да.
Ой, слушай, покупай мне его.
Купил. Мастер боя. Слушай, здесь доспех стражника продается, плюс 3 к ловкости. Так, ну больше
наплечник несокрушимость ни у кого не продается?
Не, нету.
Последний союз только есть наплечник.
Не, нужна несокрушимость. Остальные смысла не имеют.
Так, Саш, отдаю тебе лук.
Угу, спасибо. Какой у тебя посох?
Сейчас скажу.
Там очень крутой посох продается.
Да? 193 у меня урона, там сколько?
Ну тут меньше.
А что там дает за плюшки?
Ну там дырка для камня есть.
И все?
А в другом там ловкость, 25 могущества, ярость, урон. Ну так себе.
Да нет, это не надо.
Короткий посох 142, 178, дырка.
Не нужно. Так.
Погоди, это же меч, нет? Или лук?
Так, я поговорю теперь с Беларом.
Gundabad awaits us.
Ты мне меч купил.
Нет, это лук.
Он мог купить лук, но передать меч.
Ну, кстати, да, сейчас я посмотрю.
We ask a great deal of you to carry us into such danger.
Не, вроде я лук
Perhaps we
передавал.
ask too much.
I believe this is the time when all who care for the fate of the
Yes.
earth must act. From on high, I see many lands and many people beneath my wings. In my own way, I am a steward of the North. In this hour, I will join with those who are bold enough and strong enough to stand against the likes of Agandar.
У меня фрагмент карты
There
брони
may be
появился.
nothing left to watch over.
The friendship of the great eagles is a rare honor, and your friendship is a treasure beyond price, Balaram.
It is I who am honored. I am pleased to find such friends in these dark times. You may depend on me to the end, whatever that may be. Call upon me without hesitation. We stand ready to bear you to Gundabad.
I thought it a rare thing that you offered your aid to us, and hardly expected 2 more eagles to do the same. What can you tell me of them?
Armanel is a seasoned warrior. He knows full well what he faces, and accepts it gladly. Baron Thor is young, and eager to prove himself. But he has deep courage, and few can match his swiftness on the wing. But you need not take my word. Ask them yourself. They will gladly speak with you if you so desire.
I will confess, I was surprised that Gwaihir gave you leave to come with us. He rarely intervenes in the affairs of those who walk upon the ground.
It is true, Gwaihir thinks first of the safety of his own kind, and he is more likely to take a dangerous task upon himself than to send another. He sees us as observers, watching from high above, but holding aloof from the affairs of the earth. He feels we should bear information, not burdens. Even now, the Wind Lord is considering what part the Great Eagle should play in the events that lie before us, though there may be little time left to ponder such things.
We would not wish to cause strife between the Wind Lord and you, yet it seems you disagree with his view.
I have served Gwaihir loyally for a long time, and he, in turn, has the wisdom to trust my judgment. He knows that I have chosen the wind I must fly upon, and my choice is this. I can no longer stand apart. I must act. Even an eagle must rest upon an eyrie that has its roots in the earth. We cannot entirely escape the ground, and the fate of elves, men, dwarves, and even hobbits will ultimately be our fate.
What should we expect when we reach Mount Gundabad?
I can tell you little. The stronghold of Gundabad is carved into a great mountain peak covered in snow and ice. We rarely fly that far north because of the treacherous winds and blizzards that howl from the frozen wastes beyond. It is an ancient abode of enemies, and we must approach it with the greatest caution.
Perhaps Gundabad is an impossible task.
3 alone cannot hope to stand against all the orcs of Gundabad. Only stealth will serve you. We must search out a secret way that will not pit you directly against your foes, or you will stir up a hornet's nest such as you cannot imagine. I have seen you 3 triumph against desperate odds. If you cannot find a way, then no one can. My companions and I will be there to help as best we may, but once you enter the confines of Gundabad, there will be little that we can do.
I will bear that in mind. Farewell.
Так. А здесь уже собрать отряд, понятно. Кстати, левел получил. Надо будет вкачать. Так, сделаем. Да, пускай 15 будет. Пускай будет так. Так, ребят, вы готовы?
Секунду.
Тут кузнец говорит о каких-то драгоценных камнях. Ему сдавать их, нет?
О, да, и так я сейчас с ним поговорю. Да, мы находили какие-то драгоценные камни. Ты не закрывай диалог, сейчас я начну просто.
Yes, here are the stones you requested.
Excellent, but we must be assured of their quality. Take them to the dwarf, Glowin. His skill at appraising gemstones is unequaled.
Very well. I shall return soon.
Так, 12 воин.
Good to see you again, Andrea. What can I do for you?
I have collected these gemstones for the smith Angmir, but if he is to make use of them, they must be of the highest quality. He wishes for your appraisal.
My pleasure. I always enjoy handling fine gems. Oh, yes. These are excellent stones. See here, the depth of color, the way they seem to shine with an inner light. In fact, I've a fancy to buy them from you. I never tire of collecting such stones, and I've plenty of coin in my purse. How's the weight of your own purse these days?
It would take more than that before I would disappoint Angmir.
I suppose I can sweeten the deal somewhat, but I didn't bring all the wealth of Erebor with me. There's something to be said for the clink of coins and a full purse. I'm sure Angmir will understand. Well, goodbye and good luck.
Ой, я продал ему нечаянно. Ну ладно, с камнем геймер новая цель.
Кстати, вот этот вот меч ты мне дал вместо лука, ну ладно.
Сейчас я посмотрю, подожди-ка.
Так а что за камни он предлагает?
Подожди. Слушай, я что-то не то купил, что ли?
Ну ладно, пофигу, я изменил свою тактику, короче.
Сейчас, секунду, подожди. Я просто посмотрю. Господи. Так, а что за лук я тебе там обещал?
А, пофигу, ладно.
Подожди, не-не-не-не-не. Я... Все, есть он у меня, просто я не туда его закинул. Точнее, не, короче, там нашел. Держи. Ну, в любом случае пригодится. Хороший лук. Посмотри.
Да, неплохой.
Так, ну что, ребят? Скул.
Сейчас, момент.
Скулман, ты тут?
Все. Свит-эффект ставлю сразу.
Hello again. What can I help you with?
Ладно, давайте закончим серию тогда и продолжим в следующей серии. Сейчас ребята там разберутся.